We're at Accountex, it's day one, and I'm here with Dan Richards from MyFirmsApp. Dan, how's it going?
Yeah, great actually, really good. It's two and a bit years since they opened the doors, and there's best part of 9,000 people here, which is just nuts.
And you've been with Accountex from the very beginning, haven't you?
Yeah.
You've had a stand here, so you've seen it evolve over the years.
Yeah, so 2012 over at Olympia, we were involved with that very first one, helping it get off the ground, and then we've been on the journey ever since. And so yeah, a small part we have played of pride in seeing this, and what Caroline and the team have done is significant, and people seem happy, which is great. Walking around, people are happy.
There is a smile on people's faces. Part of that must be getting back to face-to-face after the pandemic and all those years of Zoom and Teams and all of that.
It's either that or it's the free socks.
The free socks?
The free socks.
The free socks,
yeah,
the swag.
Free socks, the swag.
Yes.
Yeah, no, I think it is. People are happy to be out there. They're talking to their suppliers and what they need. The suppliers are talking to their clients, which is what they need to be doing as well. People are making some other choices, and each of the theatres that have been around, I mean, we must have had best part of a couple hundred people at our session earlier this afternoon, which is amazing. I thought it'd be empty. So.
There is certainly a lot of engagement for the theatres, the seminars, the speakers, the professional development.
Yeah.
Tell us a little bit about your sessions.
So we've got a bit of a theme this year.
Okay.
So
good to have a theme.
Good to have a theme. Yeah, try and stay on
Well,
point.
just before you say that, at MyFirmsApp, for people watching that don't know what MyFirmsApp do, just explain that quickly.
We build an app for accounting firms that they can give to their client. So it puts that accounting firm at the heart of the digital relationship with their client, and they can communicate through it in a way that they haven't been able to do before. They can put great content through it, either that they provide or they get from somewhere else, or we can help with it. We put tools inside there for data gathering and all the other online tools and things that they use. Many of the folks that you see around here can all sit inside that firm's app, so it gives them that one environment for their client, and they can do a lot with it from there.
If they don't have MyFirmsApp, how do they get this information in front of their clients? It's hard, isn't it?
Yeah, it's hard. It goes through multiple routes. All the obvious stuff by email, through online portals, through seminars they might run as a firm, through waiting for a client manager to remember to say something or not say something. So if you can centralize it in this one environment and get that communication running, it helps you to leverage all the other good stuff that you've tried to put into your firm in the first instance.
Yeah. Just Carl Reader there is live. We're going to interview Carl in a moment. We know Carl really well. Dan, you were talking about your sessions and what the theme is that you've been talking about.
Yeah, so the voice of the client this time. So it's for years and years. We've been doing this 25 years. I've been working with accountants, and so you've got people like me who say stuff. You've got suppliers who say stuff. You've got other accountants who say stuff to other accountants. But what does the client have to say? So today's session was about, I am your client, please tell me what to do. So this was actually, there's a permission to, as a client of an accounting firm, I was able to say, you can talk to us like this. Yeah. It's better when you tell us what to do. Stop waiting for me to ask something or asking me what I might think of something. Say, this is what's best for you, Dan, do it this way. Yeah. And tomorrow's session is the voice of the client. So we've recorded 2 small businesses, what they're experiencing, what are their challenges, what happens with their accountant, what's good, what's bad. And I'm hopeful that whomever turns up to that is open for a conversation, because we have another panel of great people on there, and we'll be talking about it, and we'll draw the audience in as well.
It's a very novel idea, listening to your clients, isn't it? They might catch on.
Fancy that. Hey, who'd have thought it? Who'd have thought it?
When you look at the vendors out here, they're all investing a lot in their stands. You've been down that road in the past. You're taking a little break this year as you recalibrate MyFirmsApp, because I know you've got some big plans. Have you noticed anything different? Have they raised their game down? Are things a little bit sharper? Are they spending more? Is it more tech-driven? What's the observation?
I think some people have been accruing a bit of budget the last couple of years.
That's a fair assumption.
And that's been coming out to play. So yeah, when you look around, there's some people who had decent but modest sized stands last year. They've got bigger ones. Tax Count would be a good example. They've got a massive looking stand there. They spent a lot of money. Iris, Sage, Dext, Intuit, the others, the normal suspects.
The swag quality gone up as well, the freebies on the stand?
It seems to be, yeah. People are still very happy with the swag that's going out. And then the after parties, which is, who thought we were talking about after parties with accountants, but people are hiring yachts on the Thames and DJs. Amazing. So,
as you say, a lot of budget.
A lot of budget.
Dan, just closing off, what 2 or 3 skills, attributes do you feel accountants need over the next few years to develop if they want to stay relevant and competitive?
Well, I think accountants will always stay relevant, is the first thing. Okay. The challenge is going to be, what type of firm do they want to run, and therefore how do they go about doing that? There's all the change we've been talking about the last few years of digitization. Well, that sort of change we've been talking about for a long time. All the sort of change we've been talking about with advisory, that change has been spoken about for an even longer amount of time. So the stuff is out there. We know a lot now. It's about, well, can I be intentional with what I'm doing? What type of firm do I want to run? What type of clients do I want to be working with? And then once I've made those sorts of choices, how do I communicate with them? How do I keep them close? How do I simplify their experience of working with me? And how do I take my team with me, if you do have a team, on that journey?
Yeah. And for people in your space that are selling to and through accountants, what do you get from something like this? Even just being here, walking the floors, doing the talk, you don't necessarily have to exhibit, but you're not here by accident.
No, you learn a lot all the time. You know, if you keep your eyes and your ears open and you talk to people, you're going to learn a lot. And so, you know, like yourself and others, you're very well connected around the profession, so you can just walk around here and have more conversations than you have time for, and you always learn stuff. And there's deals to be done amongst the exhibitors and those on the industry side of the profession, if you like, and then on the accounting side of the profession, excuse me, there's always great stuff to be going at with it as well. So yeah, it's worth coming to these sorts of things. That it really is. We spent a lot of money at these places over the years for a reason, and we will do again next year.
Right. Well, as one of the best dressed men at Accountex, Dan, it's great to chat to you.
Likewise. Thanks, Rob.